Salve Forth Paladins, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Admiral Tyrek of the heavy battle cruiser HMS Celerity, because the hood got, well, ambushed and schwacked, and I'm quite not sure how the ambush worked, but it did, and it stopped us, and as you can see, we are in, well, pretty dire straits. We did manage to take the territory that it had been on, but it did cost us a very nice ship, and, well, a lot of prestige just in repairs. However, we should... Can we not carry Hornet 3s? There they are. We should be able to restock, refit, and reset. It is going to cost us a lot of money to do that. 6 fighters. And we have steadily been going down in ship size, which is not great. I like to be sort of at least in larger ships. Now, I have been sort of down-talking the XCAs for the Hydran Star Kingdom. Normally, I'm like, oh my god, it's an X-class cruiser. It's amazing. But in this case, I have been pretty consistently saying it's not so great. And the reason is because, well... it doesn't have any, like, supremely powerful heavy weapons. Now, maybe the Gatling phaser is much more powerful than I give it credit for, but it really just seems like a phaser win to me. I could be wrong. And it does look that we are able to get a pretty considerable amount of speed out of this ship, even while max fully powering the phaser capacitor and powering 2 phaser X. Okay, so actually, no, not so much. We only have 2 phaser X's. Really? This is our armament? Our armament consists of 2 heavy phasers. Oh, okay, no, I missed these mounts. There's 6 heavy phaser X's right here on this mount. We are going after an enemy convoy. The enemy convoy is a freighter, a freighter, a freighter, another freighter, and a frigate. He is an F5D, so you are the defense, and we're able to go at a speed of 24 while charging our weapons. We will continue to charge even more powerful weapons by reinforcing the forward shields, and by, you know, not actually charging more weapons. We do have a bunch of fighters in the bays. They're only size 3 rather than the normal 4 and 5s, which are really awesome, but that should be good enough. So Hornets away, go after the convoy. I want you to kill that convoy. While I go deal with this problem. Coming to the defensive screen. So here's a concern of mine. These phaser Gs are long range and powerful. No one would say they're not powerful, because they are. The problem I'm foreseeing is the fact that those phasers will fire at long range in order to pick off missiles. At least that's what we saw in the one battle where I was in this ship. So that may not hold true for, you know, the rest of time, but that is a concern of mine. If he has missiles, he suddenly takes out 2 of my phaser Gs, because I can't seem to shut them off from the defensive mode. And he's about to fire a lot of missiles my way. So, get on top of him. Everything wasn't able to kill him, was able to stun him. And got another... There we go. So, there was the tail stinger right there. The stinger and the tail was able to wipe him out. We're able to kill him. We're able to continue to maintain this phenomenal speed. Oh, there's a Q ship out there. Hi! I didn't realize you were a Q ship. I'll deal with you momentarily. As we recharge our phasers, getting ready for another run. One advantage of being, well, pretty much a phaser boat, which we are. Obviously, Hornets are only capable of going at a speed of 20. I did not know that. We're a phaser boat, so it takes us about a turn to recharge 90% of our weaponry. We also have 3 Bulwark cannons and 2 fusion beams. That'll take 2 turns to recycle. And then we have the 2 heavy phaser A's, which take another turn to recycle each. You're dead. You're not dead. You survived. Now you're dead. Let's recall the fighters. I don't want to lose too many of them. You, come back to me. You can continue your powerful work. All the phasers wasn't quite able to take him. You should have some weapons to shoot, right? You do, right? No, looks like we had to get involved with the fusion cannons. Return everybody. Come on, I want you all back on board. I have to slow down a little bit in order for them to catch up. But we're basically on the end home run for this one. You're dead. Last target. Slow down even more. Fighters, get the heck on board. I do believe I gave an order for that. There's 1. There's 2. Excellent work. There we go. Last freighter annihilated. So, now we can continue to push on. Hopefully this has taken care of the enemy territory in our backline. 292 prestige for that. Yep, so it's taking care of that. Pop, pop. Over to here. Another neutral territory that we can take out. Missions. Sure, why not? Surprise reversed. It tends to be a somewhat easier mission, and it tends to give us a decent amount of prestige. Not a huge amount, but a decent. Hit the red alert. Increase that speed all the way up to 24. Are we? Yeah, we are. I was going to ask, are we still maximum speeding? We are. We are fighting a frigate, a frigate, a frigate, a frigate, and a frigate. A Romulan frigate. These are all Romulan vessels. Interesting. That means you're the biggest one. Because you're physically the biggest one. That's the deal here. Maximum power. I just want to get right up into you so I can start firing everything. I do not know if you have plasma Ds. If you do, that's a problem. I can't launch fighters into that. If you don't, that's a great thing, and I can just deploy fighters to kill all of you. So you have 2 plasma torpedoes there, plasma Fs. You have a G. You I don't know about yet. You have a single plasma torpedo. It is a G. You are a Snipe Plus, which is the same as him, so you'll have a G. And you are an SEA, which I have no idea what you are. You have 2 Fs. Okay, fighters away. Go kill things. Immediately they fire behind me. And the Romulans really made out well in this mod. I mean, their ships just look great. They still maintain some of the really older style ones that, you know, look like you saw on TOS. But they also get a lot of really cool designs for their, like, newer series. Ones that look, frankly, better than what they normally looked like. Slow down a little bit. And we're still not going to have anything ready to shoot by then. So we're going to have to go for this SEA. And as you can see, a much sweeter design. And as you can see, us coming right in from behind, and we should be able to hit him with a lot of phasers. I don't think you're going to survive this, buddy. Next target. Turn back to camera to me, and we'll come around. All fighters, return to the ship. Let's slow down a little bit more so that they have enough, you know, speed to catch up and get on board, because they are quite slow. Hornets are a very slow fighter. They're only capable of doing... Oh, no, they can do a speed of 27. So why were they doing 20 before? Weird. Doesn't matter. We can mop this up, though. That'll take this tile, or at least neutralize it. And then we can push on for the final Klingon territory, which is a planet and a... Not the final one, but it's the final strong point that they'll have, which is a planet and a station stacked on top of it. Arius Lacerta. There we go. So, surprise, successfully reversed. The Romulans trying to sneak in some forces, trying to deal a little disruption, deal a little bit of damage, looking to try and get some advantage, make sure that the Hydrogens don't become too powerful, because at this moment we are basically 2 empires. Tile neutralized. Press on. Missions. A planetary assault or a base assault. I'm going to be honest with you, the planetary assault is more appealing. Because the base assault is a nightmare. Hit that red alert, increase that speed. It looks like... Are we doing the right speed? Yes, we are. We are escorted today by USS Fokker. It's the return of the Fokker and the USS Stevens, which is a new command cruiser? Something like that. We are fighting a single light cruiser as of right now, as well as Le Planet. The Planet is a PL-14, so no heavy weapons. Good. You should be a new drone cruiser, aren't you? Yeah, you are. So he's got... wow, that's a really light drone cruiser. He's got a single G-Rack, or 2 G-Racks, and 4 A-Racks, but the A-Racks are going to run out of ammunition hilariously quickly. He's got like 4 or 5 rounds that he'll have in that. Unless he's got light missiles, in which case he'll have like 10. Which is really low for a number of missiles. I suppose we're just simply spoiled from always being able to field our amazingly fantastic Merak. And of course, the Fokker being a glorious CX. This is a advanced technology heavy cruiser. So sort of, this was the last hurrah of the old style of heavy cruiser before they really go all in to try and build those X-type heavy cruisers. So we're on course. Let's increase our speed to our combat sweep speed right there. We'll also take this time to overload the heavy weapons, so we'll slow right back down because I don't want to go too close to him. I want to be able to successfully have overloaded these weapons because I think we can kill him in one pass. Reinforce that forward shield. Increase that speed of time, because why not? And it's going to take one more turn on the Hellbore. He has launched fighters. We will not have to deal with the fighters if we can kill him in one pass. That's my logic here. Yeah, he's got K-Swifts. He's got at least 2 fighter squadrons, maybe even 3. Come back here. Don't you turn. Increase our speed. We got to catch up. Because we got to deal literally a catastrophic amount of damage in one shot. Now. Wow, okay. So, the phasers decided that they were going to instead half fire at the at the fighters at the same moment that I tried to fire at this guy, and I only did 138% damage to him. Thank you. Looks like the Fokker's got my back with his point defense system. Point defense gunners, come on, be more accurate. They were just accurate enough. And the Stevens is able to get its super slow missiles in on target to annihilate the enemy vessel onto the planet. Send a probe, just in case, you never know. Suddenly, it has 15 phaser 4s. What? Then, yep, he's just down to phaser 3s. Increase to maximum speed. Why? Because we want to get there quickly. We want to accomplish as much as possible in as little time as possible so that we can do awesomely cool things. That is, of course, the plan. 55, 54, 3, 2, 1. I feel that this campaign probably, despite our setbacks, went the fastest. I do think we might be able to finish this in one more episode. If this neutralizes this tile. If it neutralizes the tile, we only have 3 more to take after this. We'll beat the speed record of around 30 episodes. That's my hope. That's my plan. So we're going to do all the way slowing down. 8, 7, oh, nope, still getting closer. Still getting closer. All opens. Fire. Because why not at this point? I mean, we're almost there. 7, 6, and then when we get to just under 6, we'll park and just shell. Okay, here we are. Just continue to shell. Marines, how many until we capture it? Please tell me I have Marines. Okay, good. I was like, wait a second. Have I stocked Marines on this ship? Have I got enough people to conquer the planet? You need 3. Well, 4. 4 to be safe. We really kind of have the limit in the number of tractor beam or transporters that would be minimally safe. I mean, potentially we could launch a shuttle in order to add to it, but it would be very, very close. Down to 6 people left on board. You will not survive much longer. Your planet shall be mine, your people, and your resources. Beam all the people. And we are done here. Kick back, relax, and chill. And crack open a nice, cool, refreshing beverage. So we've managed to kill off everybody on the planet. It's just our 3 Marines. Well, 15. Moving around throughout the entirety of the planet, securing everything, I guess. And there we go. It's all ours. Thank you. Thank you for now being on our planet at 8X8Y. PL-14, one of my favorite planets to assault, because it can't defend itself. 495 prestige. Excellent. Starting to get us back up. We did not take the tile. We did not even neutralize the tile. No, why? Why? I entered a Federation territory and it put me on a diplomatic delivery. I don't want to diplomatically deliver people. It's for chumps. We are escorted, of course, by USS Berlin, who's carrying the Federation diplomat. We are fighting a DDW, which is apparently a heavy cruiser. Overload the weapons. How fast can we go while overloading? That is actually pretty significant. We can go a speed of 14 while overloading every heavy weapon we have on board. To be fair, we only have 5 heavy weapons on board, and we are an X-type cruiser. So take that for whatever it's worth. Does not appear to be any other enemy ships. Increase the speed of time to the maximum. Let us reinforce that forward shield. Only please. Pour all the power into it. Or maybe we can't, because we weren't charging the heavy phasers while we were doing that. I'll have to double check and pay more attention next time. You're a heavy cruiser? No, you're not. You're a light cruiser pretending to be a heavy cruiser. You're really a D5. They just added in the extra nacelle just because they wanted to make you feel better. I think we've talked about this before. So we are closing into actual combat ranges. We will slow down the speed of time. He does have 4 missile launchers. That's not too bad. Hellbores, prepare to fire. I'm tempted to just launch everything, because if I do, it'd be cool. A little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. I have heavy weapons I want to fire at you. Now! Come to port, increase speed, weapons to normal. And we'll go up to our speed of 24. That way his missiles are now worthless against us, because the AI almost never gets fast missiles. Sometimes they do. Wow, that was effective. Those stern-firing phasers, they tend to be hilariously powerful. Come on, Berlin. You can do it. I believe in you. He is only a heavy cruiser. Well, are you a CX? I don't think you are, but you might be. No, he's a CAI. So he's improved heavy cruiser. So you see AI little x after that. So improved heavy cruisers are nice. We are going to have to fly right into this, but defenses, point defense on, thank you. They did waste our G2s, but what you gonna do? And I think our stern weapons should be able to kill it. It does. Target the planet, increase the speed to maximum. Let's do a little bit of mine clearing, because we're good neighbors. Bounce. There we go. So your friendly neighborhood hydrants cleaning up space, you know, like paladins do. Yeah, right. Transporter, there's the diplomat. Come over here just in case we need to stop on a dime, which we can't do. We are a heavy cruiser. We're not. It's not like a frigate, which you'll go from 31 to zip in no time flat. But we are going to start slowing down because we do have pretty good helm response. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Please, please, slow down more. It scares me when we fly at planets at maximum speed. But we have great helm response. Wow. We're there. Beam over the diplomat. Go and do things. There we go. Proper speed. Closing session. Please wait. We need to figure out what all this did. Nothing. And nothing. But it made us feel good. 280 prestige. Pop back here on their main stronghold. Hold out in this area. Missions. Planetary assault again. Unless it's a gigantic, massive, you know, screw you planet, we should be able to be doing okay. Red alert, increase speed. You are planet. What kind of planet? Planet Phaser 10. Not good. We are escorted today by USS Pollux, which is a DW, and an NSR, USS Washington. And we are fighting an E-7D heavy cruiser. Okay. So overload the system. Do heavy phasers even have... No, they don't even have an overload. Okay. So increase our speed up to... Yeah. So we can do a speed of 14 while charging everything. And we're gonna come this way, because I'm gonna hide behind the NSR. The new survey cruiser, perhaps? He is a triple nacelle design, so he is technically a destroyer light cruiser type of ship. Although the heavy war destroyers are, well, they have 4 nacelles. So take that for whatever that's worth. Okay, let's get in there. Increase our speed. We are able to go maximum speed while holding all weapons. Reinforce the forward shield. Do the maximum. Slow down the speed of time. It's about time that you and me squared off. So I'm anticipating a massive missile launch. Now! He did not. Stern phasers, causing excellent damage. Normal. Let's drop our speed down to our maintainable speed. And he is slowly drifting down. 17, 16. Oh, he's below the catch speed. So he is going to get hit by this. Unfortunately, he has 3 of these defensive racks. So ain't no amount of missile firepower that you can put out getting through that. You've got one. You've got one. Yeah. So he had to scatter pack that, and he wasn't able to do squat with it. He's in pretty rough shape. The indisputable. So we're coming in for our final run. I do anticipate killing you this time. There you go. I expected you to die. You did. You bounced it off the shield. Okay. Time to target a planet. A big, nasty, scary planet. With big, nasty, scary things on board. Our phaser capacitor is fully charged, allowing us to put a decent amount of power into the phaser capacitor. Let us fire the probe to see exactly what he's got. Not be big. Don't be too big. He's big. He's nasty. He's got big, powerful shields. It's going to be really bad. Let's slow down. Hellbores, select. And keep up the defense screen. We need to know exactly how much damage we're taking. We're not in range to fire Hellbores yet, but we should be in about 10? About 10 mics? 10 microns? It's not AU. It can't be AU. So we're hitting him. He's not doing much, but we're hitting him. We do have fighters on board, but fighters do not react well to planets. They don't understand how to make use of them. Start slowing. Okay, we are now in turtle mode. From here on, we are just shelling the crap out of things. And, by the way, what is the arc on that? Wow, that is a really narrow forward firing arc. I would have expected a weapon placed essentially in the center of the ship to have a huge firing arc, but that's just not the case. All weapons fire. Hey, we got through! That's pretty impressive. So, we have a decent amount of energy to charge. Like, we're doing a speed of 1, we're charging all our weapons, and we have that much energy to make use of. Okay, so here we are. Keep closing, slowly but surely. Eventually, we may rack up enough damage to kill him. Okay, I am a little bit of a scaredy cat. Because he's got 6, 7 phaser 4s. That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that is still considerable firepower. Come on. More heavy phasers. Heavy phasers to fire. They fire at the same rate as our fusion cannons. We need to start killing important things. If you don't mind, we'd like to. I gotta pay more attention to this, because the next time he gets a good shot in, will he be able to break through our defenses? He might. I don't want to get any closer than this, though. I should overload the phasers, but I'm not going to. Because I'm a little worried about how much power we're sapping into these sorts of things. He still has his phaser 4s. I don't know why he hasn't been making more use of them. Although I'm a bit surprised that the Pollux is as little damaged as it is. I mean, it was taking shots, although I suppose the Washington has taken considerable amounts of firepower. And Marines, 17 Marines. Send over another probe. Okay, he's done for. Increased speed. We're going to get right on top of him. It's all over for him now. Time to send in the Marines to clean up. Well, actually not yet. He needs 14 more, 12 more to die. But we can get into transporter range, so it'll be easy when the time comes. We're in transporter range. We will stop here. We could get closer, be more effective with our fusion cannons, but I feel that would be too dangerous. Because, well, you never know. You might nick the ship, and then you can't get your deposit back, and there's all kinds of paperwork, and there's an insurance claim, and it's just not good. So we're just going to hang back, shell for a little bit. Only 2 more people left. 2 more people before we hit the minimum 2. 1 more person. That's 1 team of 5. Easy to take out from orbit with laser cannons. Well, phaser cannons. There we go. And now we can capture this planet. And hopefully this will flip it. If it flips it to neutral, then that'll be excellent. We'll be able to move on from here. Give me a moment. A little bit more. Just a little bit of time. There they go. They lollygag a little bit. It's true. They're not the fastest at this game. But they try. And that's the important thing. So, flip it over. 495 prestige. Did not take the tower. Holy crap. Empire Defense is 12. Taking it's going to have to be saved for the next episode, folks. But take it we shall. Anyway, I've been Derek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.